Today, this is a pretty quiet residential area, but in the 1800s, this was Kendal's industrial heart. As we walk down off Kendal Fell, we're going to make one final stop. These small circles of bricks hide a bigger discovery beneath. In the first instance, they will show us how industrialisation changed the face of many towns. But also, I hope, they'll highlight how different, but also how similar past people are to you and me. We're standing at the top of a lime kiln. Now, for decades, in places where there was lots of limestone geology nearby, burning limestone to make lime, a key component in concrete, was a local cottage industry. But in 1819, a new canal linked Kendal to Lancaster, and it led to a huge industrial expansion. This included the building of several lime kilns along Greenside, the road behind us. Kendal was surrounded by limestone outcrops, just like this one. To make lime, this stone, known chemically as calcium carbonate, needs to be heated to 1000 degrees. This produces carbon dioxide and calcium oxide, also known as lime. Yay! To generate heat, lime burners needed a huge fire. We're stood at the top of the kiln. Here. From here, the kiln was filled with alternating layers of charcoal and limestone, and it was lit from the bottom. To provide enough limestone rock for this process, they opened a new quarry. Directly under us is the chamber where they lit the fires for 2 of these kilns. The raw lime was extracted here as well. Some of these areas can be unstable and dangerous, so please respect any barriers that have been put up to keep people out. When lime is mixed with water, it creates mortar, the material that makes concrete so sticky. Industrial production of lime was new to Kendal, but the material itself wasn't. Surrounded by limestone, Kendal had long been home to local lime burners. In fact, burning lime to create mortar can be traced back to ancient Rome, when they used a very similar combination of materials to make their own concrete. Concrete was a vital component of many Roman constructions, including the Pantheon. They could also use it underwater, which allowed them to make deep water ports and so better explore the Mediterranean. But nothing lasts forever. Even in the 1800s there were complaints about the smoke and the pollution, but also just the volume of traffic coming up and down Greenside. So one by one, the lime kilns closed. So one by one, the lime kilns closed. Until in the 1950s, just one lime burner, Pennington's of Kendal, was left in business. They stopped burning lime sometime in the 1980s, and shortly after that, in 1992, the quarry closed. Most of the lime kilns, all bar this one, were demolished or just built over, but this one is kept and preserved, and has even been excavated. And so it's the best reminder we have of Kendal's industrial past. For me then, the lime kiln will always be a reminder of what archaeology is, the study of both the familiar and the strange. We can barely imagine Greenside being an industrial area today, but they were engaged in making a material which is such an integral part of the modern world and has been used for literally thousands of years. People in the past were very different from us, but also very familiar. And I suppose ultimately, that's what I'd like you to take away from our little walk in the woods. We can walk around these places which are very familiar, very personal to us, and we can find marks left by past people. And in many ways, they're quite different, they're quite alien, but many of them were also people just like us. And that's why I think archaeology is so fantastic and so empowering. thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself and maybe learned something too. I've been Tom Latham, and I'd like to thank these people in particular for helping me out along the way. This has been a joint project between Edinburgh University and South Lakeland District Council. If you do have any more questions, there's an email address here, or you can go to this website or this Facebook page to learn a little bit more. Until then, thank you very much for watching and happy adventures. And please like, share and subscribe. The building of several lime cricket. Okay. New take. No, that... Okay, yes, hi, yes, you found me, well done. Could you pretend I'm not here, please?